But I have been on a healing journey for almost 15 years. And I started with yoga. Yoga was that practice that allowed me to really go inward and to self-reflect, but to also push myself beyond kind of where I was at the time.
Hmm.
And so I really just fell in love with the practice of yoga.
What's up, everybody? It's your host with the most, ready to vlog and post, Mr. I Am Cash, coming to you with another episode of Executive Ambitions. Hey, man, if you have missed the first three episodes, you need to go back and watch them. Had some amazing guests like Dr. Marcia Cradle, Professor Tim Martin, Coach Zellner, and attorney Tillman. Man, great interviews, great everything. But also, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the page. And that's basically it for the time being. Now, with that said, let's go a little bit further. We have another great guest, like always, on the show. And Miss Shonda, it is such a pleasure to have you. Now, I know your name, because we good people.
Yes.
But I like for everybody to introduce themselves because nobody can do it like you.
Yes, of course,
So,
of course. Well, first, I want to say thank you so much for this
oh
opportunity,
yeah, for sure.
right? For sure. I think we from both from North Carolina. We got that
Yes,
North Kakalaki energy involved,
Aggie
and
Pride,
right connected here. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for the opportunity. I am Chanda Floyd-Bryant,
Oh yeah.
and I am a trauma informed certified yoga teacher,
Okay.
200 hour. I am also a mindfulness coach and practitioner.
So you got a few jobs.
Yes, I got a few jobs.
Okay.
I'm trying to help the people ground themselves and understand when they're dysregulated, right? So that's one side of who I am. I'm also a mom. I have three children. I have six grandkids.
Okay. I'm
Right?
only got one. I'm gonna keep it right
Yeah.
there.
I have been married to an amazing man for almost 30 years now. Yep.
Wonderful.
And I am really excited about this journey that I'm on. This renewed energy of entrepreneurship. I'm a graduate of Fort Valley State, excuse me, the Fort Valley State University.
Okay.
Right. Go Wildcats.
Oh yeah.
I am originally from North Carolina,
Hmm.
and I am here to share with you today and to really go a little bit deeper in terms of who I am and what I'm offering to the community.
Well, let's do that. Let's go a
Yeah,
little bit deeper. Like,
yeah.
tell us like the specific role of like what it is you do in your day to day like operations for.
So, as a mindfulness coach and practitioner, this body of work can fit into many different spaces.
Yes.
And so, for me, it's really trying to connect this work to the communities that really need it.
Hmm.
We know that we're in a time where anxiety is at an all-time high, right? Depression is at an all-time high. Folks are being dysregulated at an all-time high, and so. My practice is one that will help empower individuals to understand when they're dysregulated, when your nervous system is like, hey, I need some help here. And so, as a mindfulness coach, it is my responsibility to provide communities with those tools and resources in order to self-regulate themselves,
Okay.
right? And so that could be yoga, it could be meditation, it could be affirmations, it could be a number of things to really help folks feel grounded
Hmm.
and to feel centered so that you can really show up as your most authentic self. So mindfulness fits in a lot of different spaces, and I am really the vehicle to help folks understand how to regulate themselves.
So let's go. Let's start here.
Hmm.
How did you get into this? Like, what made you like say this is the direction we're going in? How did this journey start?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that question because I've done a lot of different things in my career.
Hmm.
But I have been on a healing journey for almost 15 years. And I started with yoga. Yoga was that practice that allowed me to really go inward and to self-reflect, but to also push myself beyond kind of where I was at the time. And so I really just fell in love with the practice of yoga, because spirituality is a really big component of yoga.
Yes.
And really understanding thyself, right?
Them chakras.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And so making sure that, those chakras are aligned, but even going deeper and making sure that I am healed, I am whole, and I'm showing up as my most authentic self. And so from my yoga experience, I decided to go to get certified as a yoga teacher. And even beyond that, I have just been learning. Like every day, I try to learn something different. And I have learned and I have accepted that I'm a healer, right? That I have the gift of healing. And so since I've embraced that, opportunities have come north, south, east, and west. When you operate in your gifts, you know what it says, right? Yeah, they will make room for you, right?
That's
And
correct.
so that's really what happened. I fell in love with the art of yoga. I became a yoga instructor, and now here I am, full circle, helping others to find what they really love and to help them show up whole and healed.
Now, when getting into it, like, what was like your earliest challenges? Because a lot of times when we say we doing stuff, but
Right.
once we get into it, we realize it's not as easy as we thought. Because a
Yeah.
lot of times we get in business, we don't realize how much work go behind like your own
Yeah.
being a freelancer or a business or a vendor.
Yeah.
So, like, what was your earlier challenges
Well,
coming
I
up?
think when we think about challenges and we think about like jump starting a business, I feel that the focus was so much on the business versus the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I decided that this is a part of who I am, right? And I want to be able to share this gift with others. And so rather than focus on the business, let's focus on the movement.
Yeah. Okay. I get. I mean, the thing about it is now everybody got like anxiety, so
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is. Maybe just between, I guess, too, the food,
Yeah.
the TV, and the internet. Like, of course, like podcast is the new thing, and quick fix
Right.
videos. So,
Yep.
like, to me, it's just like that all takes a part of it. So,
Yeah.
like, what can people do to?
That's a good question. And we consume a lot, like you just said. We're always on. We're on the internet, all day long. We're watching TV, we're listening to the radio. And so we're consuming a lot of information. And I would have to say the first thing is to just cut all of that out as much as you can.
Yeah.
Turn the TV off, right? Because whatever's on the TV, like your psyche is taking all of that in, right? It's almost like programming. So I would encourage others to just turn the TV off, turn the radio off, try to minimize your time on social media, and really bring yourself to a space of just having that quiet time.
Yeah.
Because in those quiet moments you really get a revelation, right? You really get your best ideas in those quiet moments. And so I would just encourage folks to just take some time to be quiet.
I'm gonna get back to these questions, but let me ask you this too. Since we on the road.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, when it comes to the women aspect, because I'm only going from what my wife tells me.
Okay.
I'm starting to see that there's a lot of, especially black women, they don't understand the effects of perimenopause and menopause. So let's touch base on that because I don't think a lot of women, like black women, young women, old women, a lot of us, they're starting to talk about it now. But some of these personal issues that they're having with, men or women or some of those things, sometimes just come back as menopause.
Right.
So, like, what can people do? Because a lot of people don't know that they're going through these type of systems. Their symptoms, and I've actually told other women, like, because my wife always talks about, I got to get my hormones checked, get my hormones checked.
Yeah.
So should that what be? Should women be doing that? Is that something they need to be looking into? Because this is always an overlooked thing that it ain't. And again, it's not just black women; it's just women in general.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that's not one of those things they've been taught or we've been taught over the years.
Yeah, and just personally in my journey of really being in menopause, like I am experiencing menopause right now, and I tell you, it could be dark. You
You ain't
know,
gotta tell me. I
it
be
could,
getting fussed out. Like, get the
oh, you
fan.
already know.
Get the
You already
fan.
know.
Like,
It could be dark in the sense that like your mind is like going to these places, and you have to. And for me personally, because I practice mindfulness, right? I
mm,
have to remind myself, bring yourself back,
yeah,
right? Take a moment, breathe, like ground yourself, like really using those simplistic tools to really help bring yourself back to being balanced. And menopause, like, I mean, we're like literally all over the place. It's like, I know for me, I had like really crazy thoughts, about my kids and
yeah,
myself. And then I'm having hot flashes. And so I found that using the breath is so simplistic, but it's super powerful, right?
yeah.
If we use it as an anchor the way that we could or we should to help ground ourselves and really bring ourselves back to feeling balanced, because menopause is like it's part of it can take the nervous system in a space where you're feeling dysregulated because your body is all over the place,
Yes.
right? But when you focus on the breath, if you just take a moment to inhale and exhale, just notice how the body just automatically grounds and centers itself just by taking a deep breath.
I've been trying this. Sometimes it don't work.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
But
We're
it's
gonna
all
breathe.
good.
Come on, here we're gonna breathe
All right,
together.
come on,
Okay,
we're gonna
okay,
do it.
yeah, we're gonna put our feet on the
I
ground. We're
gotta put
gonna
them on the.
ground ourselves. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. We're gonna take a deep breath. We're gonna inhale through our nose. We're gonna hold it and we're gonna exhale through our mouths.
Okay, yeah, that worked that time.
Okay, that worked.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Did you feel it?
I felt
Did
it.
you really feel it?
Yeah, I came down a little bit. And another thing too, while we touching on base, and this is more for the younger ladies, the postpartum
Yeah,
after pregnancy.
yeah,
Let's talk about that. I don't know where to go with it, but that's also like kind of similar to perimenopause because a lot of women they go through that too. Because
yeah.
I see a lot of men, they like, I don't know why she just got an attitude all the time, and I'm like, did she get checked for the postpartum depression? Because that's a huge part
It is.
that it kind of gives you the same symptoms as perimenopause. And
Yeah.
I'll let you touch on it because I don't know about that
Yeah,
either.
and I'm no in no way, shape, form, or fashion a
Oh
physician,
no, we just
but
talking, y'all,
yeah, we
for
just yeah
entertainment
for
purposes
right
only.
exactly. But I can tell you that my daughter experienced postpartum
Uh,
really bad. She had my granddaughter when she was 18, um, and she was in a place, right? She was in a very dark place. And so I would have to tell women, young ladies, my sisters that postpartum is a real thing. And I think we have to make sure that we're giving ourselves grace, right?
yes.
We're giving ourselves grace to know, because when you're dealing with postpartum, again, it's the same thing. It's like our nervous system is dysregulated, our hormones are turned upside down. um, I feel that by practicing mindfulness, getting up in the morning, stretching, maybe not even necessary yoga, but just taking some time to really breathe, like those things are super powerful.
I was watching Denzel one day. He did say he was like, "There's a says every morning he get up and he just sits in the room in the dark with no TV, no lights on. He just sit there, he not sleep, just
Yeah,
sit there because that gives you time to kind of get yourself together. Because
yeah,
the first thing we normally do is grab our phone and
exactly.
look
I
at
think
what's
I
on
saw
Instagram.
that clip too. That was really powerful. But I think the biggest thing about postpartum and menopause and premenopause is just recognizing what it is, giving ourselves the grace to just sit with those feelings and those emotions, recognizing that they're real, calling them out, but also practicing whatever that is, whether it's walking, jogging, yoga, breath work, just doing something to really help our nervous systems to be regulated.
Yeah, because I hear see a lot of people after that they kind of go into this substance abuse. Sometimes not everybody, but
It's
'cause
easy to do that.
yeah, because they just feel like all over the place. So it's just
Yeah.
like it's easy for me to just drink and
It
go to
it
bed.
is. It is.
So
So it takes some discipline for sure.
All right. Well, we'll get back to the question now. Okay. I'm sorry I
Okay.
threw you off. All
Okay,
right.
no, you're
Um.
fine.
Okay. So you got through your earliest challenges and all that stuff.
Hmm.
What helped you push through and get over the hump of this is what I need to be doing to make this successful?
You know, I have to share this because I was working a full-time job,
Me too. Two
making
actually.
almost a hundred
I go.
thousand dollars a year,
Mhm.
right? But even in that space, I wasn't able to show up as my most authentic self, right? And I made a choice. I made a choice to walk away because that's what I teach every day when I talk about mindfulness and breathing and moving and really showing up in a way where you're your most authentic self. And so I would have to say that um because of that choice that I made
Mhm.
and also recognizing that I do have the gift of healing, I know that I'm in the right place at the right time. And I tell you why. Because when I submitted my letter of resignation, I got a phone call, I got a text, I got an email saying, "Hey, would you come do some mindfulness work for us? Could you do a guided yoga session?" And so that affirmed to me that this is the right work and this is the right time.
Yeah, you got three confirmations.
You know what I'm saying? And the confirmations keep coming. That's why I'm like, okay, Lord, I hear you. You know, just like when you call me, like out of the blue. I didn't even that's what I'm talking about. I'm
Yeah.
like, and as soon as we hung up, I'm like, there you go again. That's another confirmation that this is the right work at the right time. So
Yeah, it happens like that.
yeah, yeah.
Just so happened I was looking through the Rolodex. I was like, I owe her.
And just so happened you came up on my number.
See?
See, nothing happens by happenstance.
No,
You
not at
know that,
all.
right?
Not by chance. Especially if you believe in it and you got the positive mindset, it happens all the time. It's
Yes.
just we got to get out of that because I'm working on that because sometimes as a person that has multiple things going on, 'cause
Mhm.
I'm like one salary at the house, so my wife is a stay at home mom, so I try
Mhm.
to make sure she got all her stuff.
Mhm.
So sometimes I got to be everywhere. So
Right.
I'm a little bit tired, but it's cool.
Yeah.
We figured out.
Okay. 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 Okay.
um. You got through that push.
Mhm.
What did you start doing to really start gaining traction?
I would have to say really going back to my village and my network. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've been in this game for almost 30 plus years throughout my career, and I've done a lot of different types of things, right? And I've worked with a lot of different types of people, from music to entertainment, to working in state government to nonprofit. Like I've working in corporate America, working with corporate clients, and so I simply just took a step back and I reminded myself that I have poured into a lot of people,
Yes.
right? I have planted a lot of beautiful seeds. Now it's time for me to reap the harvest. And so I like you did, you pulled out your Rolodex. I did the same thing and I said, where am I moving in this space? Like who do I want to be connected to? Because it's not to me, it's not about offering this accepting every opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the opportunity really has to align with who I am as an individual, right? Making sure that it feels like it's authentic and it feels like I'm going to be able to empower others to move to feeling healthy, whole, and healed. And so I think I'm just rambling right now because, and I don't even know if I answered your question.
Yeah, you did. It was just
What
how
was
did you start gaining traction when you knew things were
So
starting?
yeah, so just really outreaching to folks that have been in my network because I feel like my network is wide and it's deep, and so just calling back on some folks that I did music with years
Yeah.
ago, calling folks that I worked with on the corporate side. Calling folks that I worked with in state government because remember mindfulness can fit in many different spaces, and so every time I picked up the phone or sent a text and made a phone call, it's like, oh yeah, let's talk.
To all my business owners, entrepreneurs, and business leaders, this message is for you. Be sure to sign up for the Executive Ambitions Business Spotlight Series. Now, this is a business series that highlights your brand and takes it to the next level. For everyone that partakes in the Executive Ambition Spotlight business interviews, you will receive free access to the Executive Ambitions Business Club. This is a club that meets once a month that gives you an opportunity for first come, first served sign up for panel speaking opportunities, business networking, and discounted media for your brand. Not only that, you will be added to our business and community directory. This gives you access to our upcoming events, sponsorship, and vendor opportunities. But most importantly, the person with the most views will be asked to attend our 2027 Mecca Conference. This conference is all about finances, marketing, and how we really do business. But most importantly, it gives you center stage to represent your brand. Do you have what it takes to have executive ambitions? Be sure to sign up today. I feel the same way.
Let's talk and let's figure out how we can work because those seeds, right?
Yeah.
Remember those seeds that we planted, right? And so now these are full circle moments, and I'm just reaping the harvest.
Yeah, I understand because I'm at this point now. That's why Executive Ambition started. Like I have helped a lot of people over this
Mhm.
last 4 5 years.
Mhm.
I done did celebrities,
Mhm.
Fortune 500 companies, all kind of stuff, and everybody call, I always come. And now
Mhm.
it's like lately, I'm like, all right, I've done everybody. Everybody has top notch podcasts.
Yep.
Um, so like I was like, it's specifically my time
It's
now,
your
and I
time.
think like this business series is a little bit more for me. Like I did like the entertainment portion of it, but
Mhm.
more so having these conversations
Mhm.
a little bit more intimate, and then you really get to hear some of the great stories. Not
Mhm.
that you don't hear great stories in entertainment, but it's a lot of BS that comes with
Yeah. Of course.
it in the entertainment world.
Yep. Absolutely.
And everybody don't do what they say to do. Majority
Right.
everybody lie.
Right. Right.
So it is what it
Exactly.
is.
Yep.
So what sacrifices did you have to make early on that you was like, man, I gotta stop this because it's not gonna work if I don't.
Well, I think just leaving my full time job, that's a huge sacrifice.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm at that point now. Like
yeah. Like I
I'm at
mean,
retirement
yeah,
age now,
yeah.
so I'm
You
just
are?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not just yet.
I've been there for
Um.
17 years at this point,
Okay. Okay.
so I really ain't trying to make it till 20. Like
Yeah.
I like what I do, but after a while you just kind of get tired.
Exactly.
And as an educator, I'm dealing with the special ed. I
Okay.
really enjoy that, but
Okay.
like it does take a lot out of you.
Yeah.
And again, now I'm starting to enjoy this. You
The
know,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been
Yeah.
really really fun.
Yeah. And when we talk about sacrifices, because that was that was a big sacrifice, to just walk away from a job, right? Um, but I know in my heart, deep in my soul, that this is my time. And I'm not wavering on that. I'm moving full speed ahead, knowing that everything that I need is already in front of me.
Oh yeah.
I just gotta take that first step.
And shout out while we talk about positive things, shout out to QB over here doing our media. Me and him
Okay.
doing a podcast with a friend. So he's
Okay.
been doing it. I've seen his work before, so I was like, let's get together. So 30 days before this, I tried to make sure I had somebody good in here, and just like with you, everything kind of came full circle.
Yeah.
Some of the things I'm thinking he say out his mouth, and some of the things he say I'm thinking. So like
Yeah.
it worked out for it to be a great thing. So the mindfulness, it definitely means something. And the way things are going, shout out QB. Just want to make
Shout
sure
out QB. Appreciate you, QB.
QB Films.
QB, right? Straight from
Because
the
he's a behind the
ATL.
scenes guy, and I appreciate that. Cause
Yeah, of course.
and I like to be too, but he helps me in so many realms in just these last two, couple times we've gotten together. So,
Mhm.
I'm all about the mindfulness, man. Appreciate you,
Yeah, we appreciate you, QB.
man.
Definitely,
See how we put
definitely.
him on the spot. But anyway,
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, what do people need to realize about your path? What's something significant?
something that's significant about my
This path
path,
and this journey that
this
you had to
path,
take.
I would have to say that um, knowing and accepting, because knowing and accepting are two different things, but knowing, accepting, and embracing your gift.
Yes.
Because we all have gifts. They say we have 7 hidden talents, right?
Yes.
And I would have to say you have to embrace your gifts and you have to move in a way where you are sharing your gifts with the world. Because if you don't use your gifts, you know what happens,
You
right?
lose them.
You lose them.
You not
Exactly.
lying.
Yeah.
I used to play drums.
Yeah.
They sitting at the house in the corner, but I ain't been on them
Okay.
since. I
Okay.
haven't had time. I'm always at work.
Okay. Okay. So I would just have to say, this path of knowing who I am,
Mm.
right? Embracing the gifts that I have and sharing them with the world. Like I think that's such a beautiful journey to be on, you know?
I'll be honest with you. I don't like to share as much stuff as I used to because it just be a whole lot of people that just be dumb and they just
Yeah.
upset because you have talent. I'm like, okay, that's great. I
Yeah.
can't help it. I know how to cook a piece of fish. I can't help it. I know how to cut a camera on. I don't know, but I run into that a whole lot.
Yeah.
So that's one of my biggest issues. Like people will ask me, can I help them?
Yeah.
Then when I help them, it's like either they're upset that I helped them, or
Mm.
either it's one of them. I'm gonna try to take over, so he gonna do what I'm telling him to do.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a very nice, charismatic guy, but
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys. You're not really finna talk to me like that. I'll let you do with all that mess, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slide off into the sunset because I don't do all that arguing. It's no
Yeah,
need. I just need to stop
exactly.
talking to you.
Yeah, because it's it but and that's a good point because it's really about the energy too. I'm an energy person, and so if the energy is not, if it doesn't feel right, then I'm gonna probably go in another direction. And
Yeah,
sometimes that could be what's happening is that the energy might be a little
man,
off,
it
and you're
happened for
not.
the last
Yeah,
5 or 10
you're not
years.
aligned, and it's not supposed to be.
And then I realized too, up until this point, that I certain things I just supposed to be doing alone.
Mhm.
Even though you don't want to, you just have to.
Mhm.
Because it gets you together before you start dealing with other people. Because if you're not together, you're not gonna be able to get them together. And if they're not
Exactly.
together anyway, you just need to move on.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
um, what's the hardest part about staying consistent?
Staying consistent.
Yep, number one answer. It's just like
That
going to
is,
the gym.
oh my God,
The
that is
heaviest weight
the
is opening
hard.
the door.
I'm telling you, the hardest thing about staying consistent is staying consistent because every day you got to get up and you got to do it. You got to grind, even if you don't feel
Feel like
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
Even if you like, my body is sore. You know, I need some Vic salve or something to rub myself down. Um, I think that's the hardest part is just to keep going. But I understand, like I said before, what my assignment is,
Mm,
and I know that there is purpose for what I am doing. And so I'm kind of flipping your question. I think you said what's the hardest part, but I think the easiest part for me is to know that I am walking in my purpose.
yeah. Yeah. Me too. For once, I
Mhm.
feel like it. What is most often misunderstood? Like for me, like I told you, when I help
Mhm.
people, they get upset for me to help them. That's why I selective on who I help.
Mhm. Mhm. What's the question
So
again?
what is I'm sorry. What is often misunderstood on your end? Because you know what's misunderstood on my end.
What's often misunderstood, like just in this
In your space.
space?
Yeah. Because like I said, my
Um,
talents I can't share them with everybody.
yeah, I think, when we think about different aspects of mindfulness, like for yoga, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I think people think about yoga as this perfect practice, right? Like you got to bring your mat, you got to have all these perfect poses, downward facing dog, warrior two, and that's not what it's really about. It's not even about the pose, it's really about the presence.
Mm-hmm.
It's really about going inward and um giving yourself grace and pouring into yourself again, so that you can show up as the most authentic version of yourself. So I would have to say that this this idea of what yoga is not really what it is. And I would encourage folks, if you're interested in yoga, um just get your mat out. It don't even have to be a mat. Just get a rug or whatever feels comfortable for you, but just challenge yourself into just doing that and doing it in a way where you're just being who you are.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing some of these women, big, small, little. They be doing some stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean, cause yoga
I ain't
doesn't.
doing that. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's not a specific body that is designed to do yoga. Yoga is for all different body
Hey, man, I
shapes.
be seeing them on their elbow. They be like 300 pounds. They be like,
See,
mm.
I haven't done because there is like goat. I've heard goat yoga. I haven't
They
done.
got to
I
stay.
ha- I haven't personally done those things. I've seen people do them. Um, I don't know if that's necessarily my cup of tea.
No, that ain't my calling.
Ha- oh, really? Okay. Right. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
And then his puppies are not a big dog.
Right. 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 Yeah.
Gay, you relaxing
Yeah, yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I could see that that's a way for people to really ground themselves. Like you're grounding and you don't even realize it because you were probably on the ground, maybe on the floor, um, and just really being present in that moment. Like that's such a when you say that, it sounds beautiful because in that moment, nothing really mattered except you and the puppy. You know what I mean? And so that means your mind was quieted, your energy was focused, and you were really present. And I think when we think about mindfulness, that's really what it is being present, mind, body, and energy.
Yeah. Cool. Last few questions. We're gonna get you out of here.
Sure.
What are you working on right now that we need to be supporting?
Who I am working on a lot of different things. I am working on this mindfulness movement, right? And I really want to create a community. I am creating, not I am creating a community and I am creating a movement that's going to um it's going to start here, right? But it's going to move throughout the world. So I really want people to jump on board with this mindfulness piece. Um, and mindfulness can just be saying a kind word to somebody, right? Affirming somebody, making sure that we are mindful of what we're eating, we're putting inside of our body. So mindfulness can go in many different directions. I really want folks to jump on board because if we're mindful, that means that we're being kind to each other, right? That we're being intentional about how we show up for ourselves and how we show up for others because ultimately it's about creating a better world for everybody.
Yeah.
And that is my goal, but it takes one mindfulness person at a time. And if you practice mindfulness and you share mindfulness with someone else, it's almost like it's contagious. And so I'm really trying to create this community, a community of mindfulness leaders, a community of mindfulness young adults, a community of mindfulness our elderly. Like any space that you're in, I want mindfulness to be a part of it. And so I'm working on some corporate partnerships right now. I'm working on some partnerships in my local community, to be able to serve our young people, particularly young people in the school system. I'm really passionate about that because for me, if you understand when you're dysregulated and you have the tools to regulate yourself, maybe that young person may not reach for that gun. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so just really being able to be a vessel to share this body of work with whomever wants it in their space, basically.
Yeah.
So corporate America, nonprofits, conferences, retreats. I'm here for all of it. Speaking engagements, guiding individuals through mindfulness practices like yoga or meditation. I'm not really focused on one thing, right? I'm doing many different things, but it's all kind of falling under that mindfulness, in that mindfulness
Oh,
space.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm also an author. I didn't mention that. I wrote a book.
Oh, yeah.
I have a journal. It's called a guided journal to mindful meditation. It's probably about 30 pages for someone that's really starting their mindfulness practice. It is on Amazon. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to really bring all the pieces together, and to create this movement, this mindfulness movement.
I
So, would
understand.
you join me, please?
For sure. And then on top of that, I understand because we're building our own community off of this.
Mhm.
So everybody that does a paid interview with us, you all automatically are part of the Executive Ambitions Club. So
Mhm.
that's everybody.
Mhm.
And our previous guests. And what we are starting to do now is make that community where we meet once a month. So then that way,
Oh.
you all get to network, do a first come,
Okay.
first serve panel conversations where we pick maybe like 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
Then everybody that's a member, since y'all are members there, we have discounted media like doing interviews so
Mhm.
you can, rep your brand and that type of thing.
Mhm.
So we trying to build our own community. I'm actually starting here right here in Avondale Estates
Okay.
outside of Atlanta. So Avondale Estates, man, we all here for you.
Yeah.
Night Owl Kitchen, the world of tea and coffee, switch yard,
Yeah.
wonderful spot out here. So I'm really trying to build a community right here in the Avondale
Yeah.
Estates area
Mhm.
because I think it is like kind of time to way with business. Everything is changing economically, so it's just
Mhm.
time for us to do something different.
Absolutely.
Let me stop talking so much. Last 2 questions.
Mhm.
Social media.
Mhm.
Where can we find you?
So the name of my brand is, Be Genuine, Be Kind. So I am on all socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Blue Sky, Facebook. Be genuine, be kind.
Be genuine, be kind.
Be genuine, be kind.
All right.
Yes.
Last question, and we finna get you out of here because we
Mhm.
don't waste enough of your time.
Sure. No, it's been
All
great.
right. Give us some great guests that we can reach out to that need to be part of the Executive Ambition experience.
You want me to call them out?
Yeah.
Let me
It can be
see
one,
here.
two, three,
They
whatever.
can be. They need to be local. They need to be
They
local.
don't. We would like local, but at
Like
some point we
local.
are going to get to virtual. So,
Okay.
and it's gonna be sooner than later.
Yeah. So let me think, man. See, when you put me on the spot, now I
I put
just,
everybody on the spot. This is always our
I just
last
went
question.
blank. Oh my gosh. So there is, there's somebody that I think will be great for individuals who are looking to tell their story through writing. Um, there is a young lady by the name of Leslie Clark.
Leslie Clark. Leslie
Mhm.
Clark. We're looking for you.
Mhm. She was really my coach and my cheerleader of helping me get my book published.
Okay.
Really down to earth, but really about her business. She is an author herself. I think that she's written a couple of books, a
Hmm.
couple of children's books. So Leslie would be I think, a great guest. Um,
If you ain't thinking nobody, one is good. We just want to make sure we
okay.
put you on the spot.
Okay, cool. Whew, Lord.
All right. Now, with that said, this is the end of our show. And first and foremost, we always would like to thank everybody that comes because you
Of
could be a
course.
million places, but you came to change, hang out with me.
Of
So I
course.
appreciate that.
Of
But
course.
most importantly, man, very proud of your success.
Thank
A lot of
you.
times, these are the best stories because, like I said, everybody's story is different. Like I had a
Mhm.
conversation with somebody not too long ago, and I was telling them there was a person that told me Shot Boy Fat, shout out to Shot Boy Fat of the Shot
Mhm.
Boys.
Mhm.
He was like, no two people did it the same way. Cause we were
Right.
talking about entertainment. He was like, it doesn't matter how you market. The way
Mhm.
you market is not gonna be the way that she marketed.
Absolutely.
So find your own niche. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to just tell you that you got your own niche. You kind of got a cap on what you want to do and
Yeah.
what not to do. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to commend you and tell you keep grinding.
Yes.
Because everybody's success is different.
Yes.
Even though I might not understand what mindfulness is, and you're giving me an explanation, you explained it a whole lot better. So now I'm
Yeah.
in a better space.
Okay.
But if you can help more people, especially with this anxiety and all the craziness that we have going on,
Mhm.
I'm all for it. So I just
Mhm.
want to make sure that we tell you congratulations on
Thank
all your
you.
success and continue grinding.
Thank you so much.
For
I
sure.
appreciate that. For
All right.
sure. For sure. For
All right,
sure.
y'all. Now, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the page. Make sure you keep up with Miss Chanda as well. Not only that, want to give a shout out to QB Films. Also, make sure you reach out to us because we need people for
Mhm.
executive ambitions.
Mhm.
Again, you get so much with this interview and spotlight for your business, man, and we're gonna take great care of you. So make sure you check us out, man, and I don't have anything else to say other than, man, I appreciate y'all for, stopping by
Yeah.
and spending time with us. So y'all take
Absolutely.
care and we'll see you on the next go round.